What up, y'all? Today I'm gonna do a quick tutorial, a Photoshop tutorial on how to do a grunge effect. So let's just get started because I don't really want to waste a lot of time. Alright, so your first step is you open up the image that you're gonna edit. And just a reminder, when you're gonna do a grunge effect, for best results, make sure you use a good quality photo, because if you use a bad quality photo, it's not gonna look good. And the grunge effect varies by picture, so it's not always gonna look the same all the time. It all depends on the image that you're using. Alright, so the first thing you do is you already have a picture set up. What I do is, first thing is I do a duplicate of the layer that I'm using, because I'm not gonna use the main layer. I'm gonna use this layer. So for duplicate, you just go to right here and it makes a copy of the layer. But you could just hit on a PC, hit Control J to make a duplicate of your layer. Alright. So the first thing you want to do is you want to do a levels adjustment. So you go right here with the little thing that looks like the yin and yang sign, and you go to levels. And then all you really want to do is just make it a little bit darker than the original pic, than what it already is. So just gonna darken it up a little bit, and that looks pretty good. Doesn't look that bad. So we're gonna keep it like that. And then what you want to do is, if you hit Shift and hit the other layer, it highlights both layers. Go to Image, go to Layers, and merge layers. Alright, so that's the first step. The second step that you want to do is add contrast to your picture. So you go back to the same thing where it says the little thing where it looks like a yin yang sign, and go to curves. So just adjust it to where you like it, you know. And that doesn't look that bad. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. So once again, hit Shift, highlight both layers, go to layer, and merge the layers. Alright, so the next thing that you want to do, if like the person has really bright eyes and they really stand out, you want to add contrast to the eyes. So there's two ways you can do that. You can do it with the optical marquee tool, or you could use right here the little thing that looks like a square. It's called quick mask layer, and just click on it. Click the brush first, and then click on it, and then just highlight over it, and then you could adjust the contrast on it. Let me just reset this right quick. So what I'm going to use, I'm not going to use the quick mask mode. I'm just going to use the optical marquee. So I'm just going to do a quick circle, just enough so that it covers the eye. Oh, sorry about that. Alright, so that looks pretty alright. So what you want to do is just go to filter. Sorry about that. Go to adjustments and go to curves. Or no, actually go to levels. And then just change it up a little bit so it stands out. Alright, that doesn't look that bad. So it's 1289 to 27. So we do the same thing to the other eye. looks pretty alright. It doesn't look that bad. I think so. It looks a little too dark. Step back. It looks alright. Just keep it like that. Alright. So now the next step that you want to do is add contrast to your picture. So once again, you go back to the little yin and yang thing and you go to curves. Actually, scratch that, we already did that. The next step that you want to do is you go to filter and you gotta use this thing called Nick software. You don't come standard with Photoshop, so you're gonna have to download it. And then I'm gonna show you exactly what it does. What it does, it makes a copy of a black and white image. So all you really do is just adjust the contrast and the structure of it to make it darker, about so, and then make the brightness a little bit more down. So just so everything, all the features like stand out more. So then you just hit OK. Once again, this does not come standard with Photoshop, so you're gonna have to download this. You can either buy it or try to figure out a way to get it free. So, and then you hit OK. And then once you've done that, it'll give you the image, the black and white image, and then what you do, you bring the opacity down to around 50. See what I mean? See the difference? So you bring the opacity down to around 50. Okay, and that looks pretty cool. Alright, so once again, you hold shift, hit the other layer, highlights both layers, go to layer, merge layers. So that's looking pretty cool. Alright, so now you want to bring out the eyes back out so they stand out more. So what you want to do is step back. Actually, before you even merge the layers, sorry about that. Before you even merge the layers, do a layer mask. It's right here, the little square with the circle in the middle, on this layer. So do a layer mask and then just go over the eyes. So what it does is just brings out the eyes again, you know. Alright, that looks alright. So okay, once you've done that, it looks alright. Once again, hit shift, both layers, go to layers, merge layers. Alright, now the next step you want to do is do a copy layer, do a duplicate layer. Once again, it's Control J on PC, or you could just go hit right click, duplicate layer, or just drag this layer to right here and it'll do a duplicate. Either way. And then what you do is you go to filter, you go to other, and you go to high pass. Click on high pass and leave it at 5. So just leave it the way it is. Don't change it any other way. Just leave it at that. Hit OK. And then for your blending mode, you go to where it says normal, and then you go to soft light. Click on soft light, and that's what it'll look like. And that looks pretty good. Doesn't look that bad. So then your next step, what you do is, once again, hold shift, hit the next layer, highlight both layers, merge layers. Alright, that looks pretty cool. Now, due to the brightness of the picture and dependent on the picture, you want to make the picture a little bit more darker. So you just do a duplicate layer. Once again, Control J, or right click, or hit duplicate layer, or drag it to the bottom here. And go to blending mode, go to multiply, and see how it darkens up all Oh, actually, let me go back. I'm like skipping ahead. Alright, scratch this. Why should go back? Go back. Alright, remember how we went to the filter and then we did the other, and went in the high pass. Before you blend these two, I forgot to mention this, do a layer mask on this layer and go over the hair, because what it does, it brings out the hair more. It's, you know what I'm saying, it brings back the feature of the hair. You see what see the features changing? So that's what it does. And do it to the eyebrows and her whole hair, so the hair stands out. You know, it brings it back all the, once again, all the features of the hair. So this looks pretty good. I'll zoom in and do the same thing to the eyebrows. Alright, that looks pretty cool. Alright, so once that's done, now that's when you merge layers. Layer, merge layers. Alright, now once again you hit Control J, duplicate layer, and you go to blend mode, you go to multiply. And you could adjust that either way. You could change down the opacity if you don't like the way it looks. You know what I'm saying? To whatever you like. And I think I'm gonna bring it down just a little bit, not much. So maybe around, we'll leave it at 80. That doesn't look bad. And once that's done, you can use the burn tool to make burn tools right here to make like these areas more darker. But usually, since it's a white, you don't really want to use the burn tool. You want to use it like on dark areas. So, you know, like I said, to make it darker. So we're just gonna leave it like that. So, and then once that's done, you can make it darker by doing the same thing, Control J and blend both multiply. But I kind of like the way it looks right now. It looks pretty decent, so I'm just gonna leave it that way. So like I said, each picture varies on the effect that you're trying to get done. So the last and final step is once you merge the two layers, the last and final step is to turn the hue down. So what you go is, you go here once to the yin yang sign, and you go to hue and saturation. And then what you do is you bring the saturation down. I meant to say saturation, not the hue. You bring the saturation down. And that looks pretty good. So it's a -25. It looks pretty decent. So we're just gonna leave it at that. And once again, you merge the layers. Image. Merge layers. Now let's zoom in. Now this is the grunge after. This is the before, and this is the after. Major difference. So hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys like my tutorial. Once again, this is how to get a grunge effect. If you got any comments, any requests, just post a comment or send me questions to my inbox. So once again, hope you guys like my tutorial. I guess until next time, I'm outie.